bit of a card wiki here, as I will title it now, because that sounds really good to me. So the other day, I'm on the Facebooks, you know, commenting about some things in the Dragon Ball Z card gaming universe, and there's some people who are talking up Saiyan. Now let me preface this whole conversation by saying, no, that was terrible, by saying that I have plenty of good friends who are top tier players who play Saiyan. Tim Cable, for example. Paul Burner Jr., for example. People here locally. A friend of mine, Steven. Friend of mine, Jeff. And, like, these are people, too, that have been playing Saiyan since set 1. Right? Since set 1 before the Namekian errata, when Namekian was gaining anger faster and better than Saiyan was. Which made absolutely no sense at all. But whatever. They're playing it OG back in the day, and we're still finding out ways to make the deck as viable as possible. Even though then it was, in my opinion, just abysmal. So set 4's come out, and, you know, there's been a lot of talk about Saiyan doing well in topping in one of the regionals, and, you know, seeing it appearing and doing well. And hey, look, I completely respect that. That's great. Saiyan's doing well in some tournaments. People are excited about it. There's a shift in the meta. I mean, I'm excited about it, if anything. There's a new mastery, and you only need 4 anger. Holy crap, that's amazing. And then you got the Saiyan Menace loop, and you, like, between the mastery and the personalities, there's so many mixes you can do, and some people running Raditz, and some people running Turles. So if we're talking about what Saiyan is doing, and the positive influence it's having on the meta, which is no longer just completely flooded with Black Promo Krillin, then yeah, I think it's awesome. I love seeing new deck ideas. I love seeing new thoughts that people do. That being said, I mentioned in the Facebook group that I did not think that Saiyan was a top tier deck. And I'm telling you, people like lost their damn minds. People lost their damn minds, were offended by it, thought I was being unreasonable, thought my opinion was wrong, and were, I mean, like, personally hurt by it, it seemed. So let me just mention a couple things. Number one, I do believe that as in every card game, there's a factor of luck. It's a card game. It's RNG. There are going to be times where you're going to go against a player. I've gone against the Namekian and Piccolo players, especially with the new level 1, and all the cards I've got available, and they'll just anger up to level 3 within a combat. You know, they damage, you know, 3 of their weighted clothings, they hit the right throw, they hit the ball 5. I mean, like, they just hit the wombo combos, and they hit Piccolo 2 and crit, and, you know, magic happens. Okay, and they do really well. Luck is a factor involved in the game, which I think has helped to contribute to what Saiyan does, because I don't feel the deck itself is consistent enough to continually do that type of damage and counter what other decks are trying to do. But there are also other factors like deck building and piloting the deck and playing the deck. I mean, like, there are other factors involved that I do believe that people who play the deck and who have done well and have topped, that's very respectable. You know, you've got a deck like that you got to work around some issues it might not, you know, work well with, some of its caveats. Awesome, do that. But me personally, in my opinion, I do not see it as a top tier deck. I see it as a good deck. I see it as a viable deck. I see it as one that people are going to play. But when I say that, people, I'm telling you, get extremely offended by that. Extremely offended that I don't find Saiyan to be a top tier deck. So they will use comments such as, well, your opinion isn't valid because you haven't topped in any events, or because I haven't heard of you. Well, let's just get like one thing straight out of the way. Me topping, or anybody topping, does not validate or invalidate my opinion somehow magically. Somebody who has topped, who gives you an opinion about something, it doesn't automatically validate it. And someone who hasn't topped, it doesn't automatically invalidate it. There are a lot of great top tier players that I play with on a weekly basis who have never topped because, well, a few reasons. There have been very few regionals, and the ones that have been available have either been poorly timed or people haven't been available to go. And right now, we only have 32 people going to Worlds. And at a CCG, when you talk about other card games like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh!, 32 is small. I mean, Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh will have hundreds upon hundreds of people going to Worlds. We got a very small pool of players. So by that definition, then I guess only the top 32 players who made it to World can have an opinion on any deck at any time. I'm sorry, that's just not how it works. I'm allowed to have an opinion, and you're allowed to have an opinion, irregardless of our topping or how we do. Now, on to how I feel about Sand. And it's really interesting that people take it so personally, and I understand why. Like, I get it. I get that you've been working on this deck for months and months and months. Since set 1, and you've been hardcore believing in Sand and hardcore wanting it to work. Look, I feel your pain, okay? I believed in Blue Frieza since set 1. And I was a person that was like, man, Blue Frieza is going to work. Blue Frieza, Blue Frieza. We got all the discarding effects. Man, Blue Frieza, Blue Frieza. Didn't pan out for me. I still think it's a good deck. Not like the best in the whole entire world. I got a buddy of mine who built an amazing Black Wheelo deck, and it mills super well, and it does, for comparatively the rest of the meta, it does amazing. I still don't think, and he agrees with me, that it's not a top tier deck. We don't take it personally. It's like if I was driving a Mustang and somebody said, hey, I've got a Ferrari Testarossa. I think my car is better, faster than yours. Okay, great. It's an inanimate object. It's an inanimate object that you believe is better than my inanimate object. It's not my mom. It's not my dad. It's not my family. It's not my children. It's an inanimate object. I don't really get too fussy about it. If I want to disprove you, then okay, I'll race you. You know, if I've done some modifications to the Mustang, cool, let's race. I'll race you. We'll see if I win. We'll see if I consistently beat you or if it's a fluke. Okay, sounds good to me, man. That's how you would logically settle it. But people get offended by it. They think it's a bag against them. They think it's a slight that, you know, you don't believe that their deck is the best. So, you know, that's just a weird thing about card game players and card gaming in general that, I kind of think, get over yourself. Right? I mean, I'm glad you have a deck you love and play it, you know? And that's the other thing, too, where a big difference sometimes comes between me and other players is that I'll state my opinion. You know, I'll tell you my opinion flat out. And I will say A, B, C, and D, and this is what I think. And I don't agree with your X, Y, and Z. But in the same breath, I'm just as happy to hear your opinions. Like, tell me what you think. Show me a deck list. Show me the numbers. Show me what you play. Show me tech cards. Show me how you play. If you have got some kind of wombo combo or you've got some kind of way of playing the deck that you believe makes it top tier, then show me. Like, people have different opinions, and we're allowed to while still listening to what you have to say. So when people tell me that they don't agree with my opinions and they think I'm wrong or they think I'm dumb or they think I don't know what I'm talking about, the difference is there are a lot of people who have a strongly held opinion about Saiyan, and they're not willing to listen nor change their opinion. I'm the exact opposite. Like, prove me wrong. I would love to have a Saiyan deck because I play Saiyan Trunks, like old Saiyan Trunks. I would love to have a Saiyan deck that competes with the top meta, that is amazing on all levels. Well, show me that. I will listen. I'm not sitting here with my fingers in my ears, not listening to your opinion. I'm amicable to hear what you have to say and, you know, be proven wrong. And that's what I would convince everybody out there to do. When you're talking about opinions, whether it's Saiyan, whether it's any card game, hell, be amicable to be proven wrong, even if it's about a belief you hold very dearly. And if you're proven wrong, then, hey, eat some crow, enjoy your newfound knowledge, and have fun with it. So, I don't know. Sometimes I think people take it too seriously, so that's all I had to say. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.